Okay, we are about to make some biscuits. I just got back from walking. It's lunchtime. It's like 1 o'clock. Went for a long walk at Roosevelt and all I could think about was the biscuits. Now, isn't that a mess? Trying to burn calories, but I just want some biscuits. So we're gonna have some and I'm gonna show you how I do it. Super easy and quick. Sometimes you just don't want to fool with rolling out the biscuits and using the cutter. It just makes a mess. It's great. I love it. My grandma always used her hands and patted them out, and they're the best. And I do that sometimes, but I want to show you an easy way. This is a stick of frozen butter. I keep butter in the freezer just so I always have it on hand, and also for biscuits, because I want my butter to be frozen. And what I do, I use a cheese grater, and there may be an easier way. I'm sure there is. Joel says I tend to do things the hard way. But gotta put a little elbow grease in it for sure. So in my bowl, I have about a little over 2 cups. Well, more than that, about 2 1/3 cup of self-rising flour. I prefer White Lily. I've tried other kinds, but doesn't seem to work as well to me. So we're gonna get this butter all grated and put it in, and that is really it. The butter is our fat, and I did go get some buttermilk. So buttermilk makes the best cornbread and biscuits. A couple months ago, I stopped keeping buttermilk in my refrigerator because when I have it, I want to make cornbread and biscuits every meal, which is why I'm counting my calories now and walking all the time. But I thought that the fact that I was approaching 50, just over the horizon, was the reason that some pounds had snuck up on me. I blamed it on it. If you know me and you're ever around me, I'm like, gosh, the older I get, the harder it is to lose weight. But the truth of the matter was, when I started really logging my calories, I realized, has nothing to do with my age. I'm just putting too many calories in as I grate this butter, okay? However, I think it's okay to splurge sometimes. I don't think that we're meant to be miserable all the time. But moderation is the key, and that's what I'm trying to do, is enjoy some things, but be smart about it. Whew, my arms are tired. Where is Joel when I need him? I'll have him grating this butter. So this is the hardest part. Like I said, it was easy. You may have some other way to do your butter, but it's worth it. Forgot to set my oven. Just set my oven. I'm gonna set my oven for pretty hot, 425. Get that going. Almost forgot to turn it on. I hope it's hot. soon enough. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this butter. I'll keep some butter over here on the counter so that it's softened and ready to go. I'm gonna stick that in the microwave so that I can put a little bit on top. That makes it better. Okay, so we've got our butter grated. We're gonna put that in our pan with our flour. A lot of butter in it. That's what makes it good. I promise you, you will love this biscuit recipe. I have made a lot of biscuits many different ways, and this is my favorite. Well, I lost a little butter on the counter. Alrighty. Next, and this is what aprons are for, isn't it? Wipe my hands. Next, I have my buttermilk, and I have to show you this. So, I told you notice it's in a brown paper bag. So when I left Roosevelt walking, didn't have any buttermilk, but I know where some is. Fairway Food Store in Morton. Got there, Miss Johnny was working. If you're from Morton, you know Miss Johnny. And I love to see her in there. And she's always gonna pack your cold stuff in a brown paper bag, which I find just gives me the warm fuzzies. Just, that's the way things used to be. Just, she gives such a personal touch to the grocery store when you go in. I'm putting about 1 1/3 cup of buttermilk. I always start with that, and if it doesn't look right, we'll adjust a little, but literally that is it. I've got about 2 1/3 cup of self-rising flour. Again, usually use all-purpose, but this works great with biscuits. And I have all that butter. Blending it in, that's a little dry. I love to use a wooden spoon. It's just easier to mix it. And you don't want to over mix it. You just really want to get everything blended well. Now, this is basically, it's just a really sticky, wet dough. You could turn this out on a floured surface and roll it out and cut your biscuits, or do like my grandma and flour your hands, and you could pat them out and make them nice and smooth. But what I want to show you that is so cool about this, I don't know what made me try this one day other than I just didn't want to get my hands messy. But I'm going to show you. You'll love this. Ice cream scoop. I just get a scoop and scoop them right out on my pan. Now this is an iron skillet that I only use for making biscuits and cornbread. And honestly, you may have noticed I didn't even grease my pan. It is so well seasoned from years of use. And when I finish, I just wipe it out, so it stays perfect. Plus, I'm about to drizzle some butter on top, so we will be well buttered. So see how simple that is? Easy, easy. I didn't get my hands messy. Oh, and I always have another little baby skillet because I got a little bit more. And it would be a shame to waste it. Now, that's all it is to it. That's it. And you don't have to put some butter on top, but butter makes everything better. We're gonna drizzle the tops and go in our 425 oven. if it's hot. And let it cook, oh, I don't even know, about 20, 30 minutes. I'll just look at it along the way. That's it. They're gonna be delicious. Into the oven.